The challenges of regulating AI aligns with what is termed as Collingridge dilemma, which suggests that while it is easier to influence the technology in the early stages, its risks are not yet known. However, once those risks become apparent, the technology is often too entrenched to be managed effectively. In your view, what strategies could help overcome this dilemma?
Yeah, so I think what's really interesting about the AI conversation right now is that AI technically isn't that new, right? It's actually been used, developed since the 50s, 60s, 70s, right? The financial sector has used it for a very long time at this point. So it isn't particularly new. We do have evidence of the kinds of risks that it poses, right? Garbage in, garbage out, inaccuracy, validity, bias, um, risks of hallucinations, things like that. It's when these tools started becoming more accessible for more people that we started to think larger about it, right? Because AI is really, in my head, more of an exacerbator of things. It's a tool. So everything that is good about society is likely to get much, much, much better. Everything that's bad about society also may get much, much worse. So when we already have that background of understanding, okay, the financial regulation was thinking about how to use these systems in these types of ways already. In data privacy law, there already has been provisions regarding automated decision-making systems, all the way going back to GDPR in 2018, even some earlier versions of data privacy regimes in France and other countries also mention automated decision-making technologies. So again, it's not always new, especially when there's some of these risks that have already been identified for privacy and bias and discrimination. And oftentimes those are a really good place to start because we know exactly what we need to be doing, the kind of guardrails that need to be in place. And then we can start assessing, okay, now that we have figured out that problem, let's move on to this next category of risk.